Yo, welcome back to the Feature Bros, and today I've got the Week 4 battle for the WDBA against John and his Cleveland Cacturns. Now, I've got a post-com for you guys. It's not a live com like the other league. This league's more like a throwback league where you watch it like it's all post-com. So, here's a post-com, and I'm just going to apologize up front. I'm sorry for a little bit like this came out like a week and a bit after the last week's battle. That I'll promise the next few battles will be done at a faster, like it'll be uploaded at a quicker rate. So now that I got that off my chest, let's get straight into the battle. Now, at team preview, my main sweepers are Mega Gyarados and Volcarona. So at team preview, I pretty much just looked through his threats and I realized who I needed to save late game. And I decided that I was going to save Mega Gyarados because if I could get rid of a Sylvia, like the only things that stop Mega Gyarados right now would be literally like a defensive Sylveon, a defensive Venusaur, and a Terrakion, like a Choice Scarf Terrakion. So I knew that if I could get rid of those three, I pretty much could just win with Mega Gyarados. So at team preview, I chose my lead as Excadrill because I knew that I needed to get out my rocks, and I thought he was going to lead with Shuckle. But as we get into the game, he decides to lead with a Venusaur, and I'm just like, yo, what? So I don't know what this Venusaur set is. For all I know, it could have been defensive, could just be Leech Seed. But I know that my switch in every day of the week is Latios because it can take Giga Drains, no problem. But he decides to go for a Sunny Day. And Sunny Day Venusaur pretty much, I think it confirms that it was offensive. And I knew he was going to carry the Sleep Powder, but there's nothing I could really do about it. So I just let Latios take the Sleep, and we burn one turn of Sleep. Now I just fire off a Psyshock, thinking like in case he thought he was safe and just went for a Sludge Bomb, I just fired off a Psyshock. But he does switch in the Sylveon, and I do about 32%. Yeah, I do 32%, and I ran the calc, and I pretty much confirmed straight away that this thing was defensive. So I knew that from a Mega Gyarados to sweep, I had to get rid of this thing as one of my little tick list. So I pretty much switch in my eject button Slowbro. I know I can take anything from this defensive Sylveon, but he goes for the Wish. So that was kind of a good play on his part. But I know that I could just, after I absorb this Hyper Voice, get my Regenerator boost, I'm going to switch straight into Volcarona. Because what I was thinking here is I could set up a Quiver Dance, because defensive Sylveon cannot touch this boy. Its max is 32% with Psyshock. So I know he has to switch out into his Terrakion. So I set up a free Quiver Dance. But as he switches in his Terrakion, I don't give a shit because I have Hidden Power Ground. So after setting up a Quiver Dance, I was just like, okay, if this thing is Scarfed, he could actually destroy me. So I was going to set up another Quiver Dance, but in case this thing was Sash, I thought the safer play would be go straight for the Hidden Power Ground. But he is not Scarfed, which is great news. It means I can get rid of a big threat right now, because that means that a Scarfed Terrakion will not spoil my Mega Gyarados sweep. So boom, Terrakion drops. Volcarona is putting in the work already. Now, as he sends in his Entei, I know this thing could have extreme speed. Easy. That's a switch. That's an easy switch out to Slowbro. Like Volcarona beats Mega Aggron 1v1. No, every day of the week. There's no point stacking it there. And as he just fire off an extreme speed from that damage, boom, he's banded. I pretty much knew he was banded from the start. This boy's bought banded Entei, I think, pretty much every week. But just to make sure, like I know that's banded, so easy. I go for the Thunder Wave, trying to like paralyze the whatever comes in, and he switches in the Venusaur, which is perfect because that means the Sunny Day like sweeper set is pretty much negated, which is awesome. Now I switch out to Latios again, predicting a Giga Drain as he misses a Sleep Powder, so unfortunate hacks on his side, but it is kind of a low accuracy move, so that's alright. Now I switch out to Excadrill because I actually predicted he switched to Sylveon, and boom, who comes out? It is his Shuckle, which, like, okay, that's not a prediction, I do admit, but it's good enough, because, like, he switches out into a mon that gets Iron-Headed for days. So I pretty much get a fire off 3 Iron-Heads. He sets up his rocks. That is no problem. And he actually tries to preserve his Shuckle here. And he goes into his Aggron. I actually kind of predicted that, but I didn't think he may save his Shuckle. So I probably should have gone for the EQ, but, you know, that wasn't really a bad play. So I pretty much switched straight out to Machamp because I knew he was probably either going to go Rest or EQ, and I didn't want to get like Excadrill take too much damage. So I switched out to Machamp, fire off. I am still. So I click Poison Jab because, to be honest, I thought he was going to switch into Sylveon. Like, in what day of the week do you not switch into Sylveon? Like, a defensive Sylveon on a Machamp. But that was a great... I don't know if he predicted me, to be honest. But it worked out in his favor. He got off the heavy slam. And he did 51%. So that was good pressure on his part. I don't know if it was a misplay, to be honest. But, like, it was a misplay on my part. So, I fucked up there. But it's alright, because I just go for the safe Dynamic Punch. I was kind of scared, to be honest, because it only did 43%. Now, I thought it would do about 50. So the fact that I only did 43 meant that it wasn't going to be like a 2-hit KO. I hope he was going to hit himself in confusion here, but he doesn't. Wakes up and actually gets the rest off. So right now, I'm just, I was just like, yo, am I going to lose this Aggron set? But it's all good, because as long as I keep this thing confused, it's not actually that much of a threat. I don't know why, but you can actually hit yourself in confusion while you're asleep, and he actually hits himself again. Which is actually perfect for me because that forces him to switch out into his Shuckle, and I can pretty much bop that boy. Do not fuckle with Shuckle. But my Machamp doesn't give a shit, so boom, Shuckle drops, and now he sends out his Entei. We switch out to Slowbro every day of the week. Look at that, Slowbro eats that. Banded Entei Sacred Fire. Was that meant to damage me? Yo, I thought he was going to switch out to I thought he was going to switch out to his Venusaur, but he reads me and he just stays in and goes Sacred Fire and gets the burn. So boom, he does a good 25 damage from a Slowbro and gets burn damage. And as I fire off a Psyshock, and now I was just like, yo, I just got predicted, but it's all good. Because I have to save my Slowbro for this thing. So I switch out to my Latios. I resist and outspeed. I know he's banded, he can't E-speed me. So pretty much at this point, I knew he was going to switch out to Aggron, and there was nothing I could really do about it because rocks. And I didn't want to I couldn't rapid spin at this point. So I just drop a Draco, and after I dropped that Draco, I knew I wouldn't kill with another Draco, but I really just wanted to like sack my Latios at that point. I'm sorry, Jalal. But Jalal has to drop at that point because I want to get a clean switch into my, pretty sure, Excadrill. Do I go Excadrill? No, yeah, I go Excadrill because my Excadrill is scarfed. So I know that EQ would put him, whoa, I am too fast. Okay, yeah, that's what. I wanted to get Excadrill into Rapid Spin so I can save my Volcarona, which is exactly what I go for. Yo, I just spoiled the rest of the battle, but it's okay. You see it anyway. Now, here we go. So we switch back out to our Slowbro because I know this thing can't touch us. But he goes for the Sleep Talk and goes Curse. Now, a Curse Mega Aggron was actually kind of scary because I actually didn't have too much for it. I had to I only have Volcarona that can do about 50%. But he switches straight out into Sylveon on my switch to Machamp, so that was kind of scary, but it's all good because Machamp can outspeed Poison Jab this Sylveon as I just sack it to his Hyper Voice, because that's perfect. Now that Sylveon's down at about 47%, I pretty much knew, like, I calced, and defensive Sylveon, like, if it's under 50%, loses to an EQ, so, like, my Excadrill is scarfed, so I can pretty much EQ and kill anything that comes in. Now, I EQ, I get a nice critical hit, but it didn't matter, I already calced. So boom, I kill the Sylveon. I am Choice Scarf, so sending an Entei was kind of a misplay. Boom, Entei drops to my Choice Scarf Excadrill, like I was trying to talk about before I fucked up. Now, I go for the EQ again. He's asleep, so he has to burn a turn to sleep. He gets a Heavy Slam, which is not even a problem. It does a decent amount of damage, but it's only 36%. Nothing Excadrill can't handle. Boom! Mega Aggron drops as well. As he's forced to send his last mon with Venusaur, which takes 1 EQ, but then drops to a following. So boom! Excadrill Scarf Sweep is OP. We take the Hidden Power Fire. That is not even a problem. Get out of my face, dude. So boom! Thanks to Excadrill, we get a nice 4-0 sweep. I didn't even need to use Mega Gyarados. I could have bought my Pichu. Oh my goodness, the amount of times I do not use like one of my mons that I could have just bought Pichu. Like, what am I doing? I need to bring Pichu a lot more. Like, yo, I need to get more some like Seiko plays where I just bring Pichu and finish him. Fatality. Okay, so we defeat Cleveland Cacturns with a nice 4-0. And we actually go 4-0 right now. So we actually have a great start coming into this league. Boom. Like, we are dominating right now. Feeling pretty good about myself. So that's gonna be the battle, and that's gonna be the battle. And I'll look forward to just battling Trevor next week. I'm gonna try and prep a little bit, because this guy's pretty good at prepping, and he actually spends a lot of time prepping. So I want to make sure I don't get caught off guard. I gotta bring pretty good sets and make sure I come with a good game plan. So I'll see you guys next week when we battle Trevor. And if you like this video, please sub and share. It really helps me out. And it just shows that you like what I'm doing, and it gives me confidence to make more. So that's pretty much gonna be our battle. I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.